in a few minutes. For those of you who have been asking about the cabinet on this 630B, the radio that we just restored, the chassis, we'll be starting on it in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to start gluing things up, taking the little pieces out of the bag here and trying to fit them back together in some kind of a puzzle arrangement, try to get things halfway decent. God, I don't know. I don't think that's ever going to look halfway decent again, but we'll give it the old college try. But anyway, while I'm doing that and getting ready to do it, you know, a man's got to have his strength. A man's got to have energy. So, once again, I am in the throes of cooking another mountain man breakfast. And I've got the old, let me set the lid over here. I've got the old bacon and onion and Italian sausage going in here. Oh man, does that smell good. I cannot tell you how good that smells. Pretty soon we'll have that pretty much cooked and we can throw in our hash brown potatoes. But that's what's going on this morning. I'll tell you what, while I'm cooking this up and getting ready to devour it, check this out. Look what I have found on Craigslist, just a few miles from where I live. A 1952 RCA Victor 17-inch vintage TV, and the screen has a semi-picture. This is too good to be true. I've been wanting a TV for so long, and this one popped up, and he wants $60 for this thing, or best offer. I am going to look into this and see how I can do. I'm going to contact this gentleman. It is time to go pick up the television, and we're traveling along Interstate 40 toward Little Rock, and we will be taking the Maumelle exit. At the Maumelle exit is a McDonald's, and the fella who's selling me the television will meet us there at McDonald's. So this is kind of a double bonus for the wife and I. We're not only going to pick up a nice little black and white TV from days gone by, but we're also going to get a little bit of McDonald's breakfast. Alright, we have arrived at McDonald's and we are waiting for a fellow named Mike to show up with my TV. Alright folks, this is Mike. Now Mike, you're the owner of the television, right? And what do you know about it?
I picked it up, some people were moving, I picked it up and just thought it was scrap, plugged it in, it worked, so
well, I'll be
figured somebody could really use it.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that's about the extent of your knowledge on it, right? Alright, thanks. There it is, sitting in the front seat of his truck. It's bigger than I thought. It's a 17-inch. I was thinking that the case would be a little bit smaller. But he said it weighs a ton, and we're going to go ahead and get that changed over to my minivan, and we'll get back into McDonald's and get something to eat here. Well, our tummies are full, and my back of my minivan is full. And it's time to head to the house. And here she is, back at the house, proudly sitting in the corner on the deck. Let's take a look at the back side of it. Alright, big old back. They've taped it on with a piece of tape here. I'll go ahead and untape that. This is a metal cabinet, and it is the model 17T151. 190 watts, RCA, picture power. Let's disconnect this antenna here. See if we can't get some of this stuff out of here and get this back off here. Alright, backing down in there is some selenium rectifiers, and I can, here's the back of on the inside. It's in very good shape, just a little dusty is all. But I can already see, look at here, we got us some fried resistors right there. Look at that baby. Alright, alright. We got some good work here to do. Now keep in mind that I have never worked on a television in my life. Never. I messed around with a flat screen LCD a while back, but that was no big deal. I'm talking about a vintage TV. And the way I figured it, you know, there's not a whole lot of difference, with the exception of much higher voltage coming out of what's inside here. Because, you know, a resistor is a resistor, a capacitor is a capacitor, a wire is a wire, an IF can is an IF can, a tube is a tube. And other than that, the only basic difference is much higher voltage. You got to be very careful. I am aware that there's much higher voltage here, and I do plan to do a great deal of reading before I start working on this. So we'll be doing this at some point in the near future. I figure it's going to take me a good 30 days of research, 30 days of reading, 30 days of asking questions to some much smarter people than I am. And in the end, when it's all done, we're going to do a complete YouTube series on this, and when it's all done, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to play, or it's not going to play. It's as simple as that, you know. I mean, there's just no in between. And I just want George, my buddy George down in Texas. He's one of those guys who works on those baby televisions, you know, them little dinky jobs. Well, this is a man's TV, George. Take a look, George. Take a good look, my man. A man's TV. So let's see how this goes. You know, you can comment, tell me what you think. And while I'm doing this, by the way, I will be working on another vintage radio on the side. But this will be the main thrust of our next YouTube video. So tune in if you're interested. It'll be probably around 30 days before I get another video up about it. All right, we've already started to dig into that. Tell me that doesn't look good. That is so good. I'm gonna give it a taste here. I'll tell you if it's any good or not. The taste, of course, is what proves it all. Give these Mountain Man breakfasts a try. They are great. We're making a little bit of progress on this thing. I just thought I'd show you before I wrap this video up that we had a few clips and took quite a few clips last night, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's going to be a long process, you know. The little pieces here, little pieces there. This thing here still has to be lined up and re-glued, and so we're starting to show some kind of promise here. Everything is lined up good, and back here I've got this thing glued. That looks real good. We've still got to get this here is all loose right here though. Anyway, it's just going to be a long process, slow and easy. I've got the other piece down here I glued together last night. It'll go on the other side. A lot of the wood is still missing, so I'm going to have to do a lot of fill-in pieces. So this one here will be going in here like this, and across there like so. Anyway, like I said, a lot of fill-in missing pieces, and I'm going to have to do a lot of filling down in there and up here. So next time you see this, I hope to have all that done, filled in, and shaped out with my moto tool to where we can at least start stripping the cabinet down. Till next time.